Hi, Sean Huckster here. Welcome to Magical Little Worlds with me. Tonight we're going to open up the Collab Polly Pocket Care Bear set. This is one I've had for a while. I just haven't gotten around to opening it. This goes along with some of the other collabs like Minions and Monster High, and they're pretty popular, and Trolls. And so we're just going to get to it. First of all, it starts with this big Care Bear, and this would be Cheer Bear. And I think, yeah, they left a hole here for a reason. When you push Cheer Bear's nose, his eye pops down. That's kind of cool. I mean, there's not a lot of sets that have exterior function. The Target one has the moving cup, and there's a few others. But for the most part, we don't see that. But this is kind of clever. There's not a lot of throw to this button, and yet there's a lot of action behind it. I really would love to like rip this apart and see how that works, because, like I said, it's a very small throw, but a lot of movement, which means there's some serious gearing or levering going on in there, and I'm very curious about it. So I'm just going to briefly show what the set looks like in the box, but I'm not going to spoil things, and I'm going to turn it over quickly. Again, don't want to spoil too much, but here's your accessories. We're just going to start opening, so let's do it. Okay, so there's some tape down here maybe. So I usually just rip, but usually down here there's an opening, and you can get a thumb under, but there you go. Once I do that, that's fine. Now I can do it. Packaging. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna keep the packaging just for the moment. This just tells you how to hook the two pieces together, because this is one of those compacts that comes in two sections. Earlier ones had a hinge, and the later ones have just sort of a hinge built in, and you can just snap them together, and they're pretty easy to do. And once you do that, they're not going to come apart very easily. So I'm not going to spoil what's in behind. We'll get to that when we get to that. So the first thing we do is we put the two pieces together, like so, and the hinges fit just like this. You can put one in first, and then the other snaps into place like so. Hang on. There you go. And once they're in, there's your compact. And again, wink, wink. And we'll open this in a minute, but first I'm going to get to the accessories. Packaging. Packaging. Whatever. Now, so it has a fair number of accessories for a Polly Pocket set. Let's start down here. We've got a little rainbow, a little blue. Oh, might be difficult to get out. They're not taped, are they? No. Whoa. If you watch my videos, you will know I always drop something on the floor, and that little rainbow went flying. So I'll be right back. Found it. All right, let's get the next one out. I'm going to do it this way because this plastic is a little tougher than some. A lot of little accessories here. So I'm just going to pop them all out, and then we'll get to what they are. A lot of them are really small. Okay, I've got them all out. Packaging. All right, let's go over what we have. First, we will start with Polly. And it is Polly, and she's wearing the shirt you see on the packaging. Two little, I guess, lollipops with hearts on them. And then we have a tree. This is not the same tree as the one you see in Zen Cat. It's similar, but not the same. Then you've got, like I said before, you've seen this, the little blue rainbow decoration with a hole there for a wall deco. You also have a purple, boy, hard to pick up, purple rainbow decoration. And you've got this cluster of what looks like, I almost want to say, oh, you know what, there might be berries. Hang on. Perhaps you know more about what this is, but it looks like some sort of fruit. There may be some significance to the show. I'm not sure. There's a skateboard. Odd choice, I think. Then we've got... Whoa, almost dropped it again. Boy, these are small. I want to zoom in. Then we've got... Oh, yeah. Then we've got this little... Oh, I don't know who this little guy is, but it's a little character of some kind. Almost looks like a Shopkin. And then we've got a heart decoration, smiling heart. Then we've got a cupcake. And another cupcake. And a picnic basket. We've seen this one in other sets as well. It opens up. There's a long opening here, and inside you have some food. We've seen this in other colors. I've seen this in yellow and a couple of other colors as well. And then you have a watering can, which we've seen in a few sets, I believe. Maybe not this very one, because this has a sort of a flower design on it. I'm not sure. And then we have the we have the cloud car, which is a little vehicle, three-wheeled, oh, no, it's four-wheel vehicle with a little rainbow sort of thing here. I'm not quite sure, like I said, I didn't watch the show, but that's a vehicle. And then the stars of the show, Cheer Bear, who has a rainbow painted on him. And you notice he's got the little nose, just like we see in the Cheer Bear case, and Grumpy Bear. Clearly, he's not having a great time. Odd choice to put in a set. Maybe Polly needs somebody to cheer up, and that's the whole point of having Grumpy Bear instead of one of the other Care Bears. I always call this one the Don't Care Bear. All right. That's all your accessories. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 accessories, if you include the characters, and I do. I'm going to swing over now, and we'll look at the compact. Let's push all these aside for a moment and look at the compact. So this is the compact, and it's about the size of, well, a little bit smaller than Monster High, a bit larger than some of the others. Approximately the size of the Saturn set, maybe. I'm going to zoom out a little bit now, give yourself a little room, because we're going to open this up. And we'll see the inside. I love the colors. Often, modern Polly Pocket sets don't have a lot of color in them. There are various solid colors, but this one has a fair amount of color in it. This, of course, is aided by having a paper sticker down, so you get a lot of color that way. You get a lot of these inlaid painted, or not necessarily painted, but molded pink flowers. Then you have other flowers here. These appear to move. We'll get to that in a minute. This is, oh, that's taped. So I'm going to pull this up. I don't know why they did that. This thing is closed. Let's walk through what we've got here. So we have, oh, that's cute. So you've got a little tree stump here. When you push it down, these flowers pop up. So these flowers have pegs on them, so you can place characters on them. Let's place our Care Bears on the flowers. Let's have them facing each other. And let's zoom in there. This makes them pop up and down. I kind of like these levered mechanisms. They're kind of fun. And then down here, you've got a little meadow or something. Then you've got a bench here, I think. This looks like a bench. Stairs going up. Then you've got this little waterfall going on over here, which I actually love anything that has blue translucent water. And it looks like, I'm not quite sure the point of this, because you've got a peg here. And that means a character could stand. Let's put Polly in there for a moment. And this water just sort of should just fall on that, whatever's standing there. So I'm not really quite sure the point of that. There might be a story element to it that I'm not aware of. And then you've got this little cover here that's like flowers. And this is a cover for a picnic bench. But also a sticker underneath revealing what looks like a vehicle of some kind. Again, not sure of the lore, so it almost looks like a rocket ship. I don't know if these are fins from a rocket or what that is. It's really hard to tell, and again, I'm not sure of the story lore behind the Care Bears. It's been a long time. Then you've got more Care Bears in the back. I do not like stickers with characters in it, because I almost want the characters to be actual characters and not stickers. But, you know, whatever. Then you've got this swinging chair. A lot of clouds going on here. You got a swinging chair that a character can sit in. I like the fact that the rainbow kind of continues down from here right onto the chair. And then up here you've got a spinning sun, which is nice. Then you've got this little sort of cabin up here, and a little elevator that can take you up to the cloud cabin. Over here you have a little tree house, and a little place to sit up here. So I think, you know, you can, being like this is more or less a pop and swap set where you can take all the pieces and put them anywhere you want. If you want, you can put the tree on top of the tree stump. But the tree also has a peg on it, which I believe, since since the peg is not meant to go into a set, the decorations are meant to adorn the tree, I believe. So you can take the tree and place a heart on it, for example. I really would love to know what this character is, so please leave a comment. That's got a peg as well, so I'm going to place this character on the tree stump, because that's kind of fun. And then you get the cloud car. So the cloud car is capable of carrying a bear, like so. And this one is not tall enough to carry a character, so I'm pretty sure that this little guy is meant to go on there to be driven around by a grumpy, don't care bear. I mean, I'm not quite sure where to go with this. The set's pretty self-explanatory. There's not a lot of intense function, but it's kind of nice. I love there's a lot of color going on in here, and I must say I'm pretty fond of that. What else can I say about this? Probably not much. I think that of all the collabs, this one is one I care least about, because, like I said, when I was a kid, I mean, my younger sister used to watch Care Bears. She had Care Bears, but I didn't really watch it. I watched it with her sometimes, but you know, not my jam. But I did have to get it. I got this on deep sale at Walmart, so you know, I was quite happy to have it. Well, I guess that's enough said for now. I'm going to leave it at that for now and come back later with another video. So please watch. Catch you later. Bye.